This is Valley News Live at 5.
After being off for a year, organizers for WeFest 2021 are excited to get the community back together. But in years past, the country music concerts have brought a string of crime to the area. In 2019, officers responded to dozens of drunk driver calls. Valley News Team's J.C. Dodd spoke to event planners and the Sheriff's Department about what WeFest goers will see this year.
Gearing back up here and firing the train back up and heading it down the tracks.
Mark Bierke is not only a longtime WeFest fan, he's also the event's general sales manager. He says the renovations to Sioux Pass Ranch are sure to be crowd-pleasing.
People are going to see a real fresh look out here, which hopefully lets them know that we're going to be around for a long time.
Upgrades to the 38-year event include moving the general admission area 200 feet closer to the main stage, better sight lines, and renovations to the saloon.
We're not really putting things together with bale twine and bubble gum anymore. It's doing it the right way and doing the improvements that are needed around here.
Bierke says although these superficial changes are needed, the biggest change is bringing back the locals.
It's bringing back the local sponsors, the local workers, campground managers, and getting it back to the WeFest that we all fell in love with.
In years past, WeFest also means more crime in the area. And Becker County Sheriff Todd Glander says it comes with the territory of the event.
It can be concerning just because you have so many people in one area. And that's why WeFest, they hired their security.
Sheriff Glander says he and the WeFest security work well together to ensure a safe atmosphere for all of the country music lovers.
WeFest is really about the people. I mean, the music is great, the camping's wonderful, but it's the people that make WeFest. And so bringing back all the people and the locals and that friendly atmosphere.
In Detroit Lakes, J.C. Dodd, Valley News Live.
Sheriff Glander reminds people that while WeFest is in town, traffic in that area will be congested. He asks for routes to be planned ahead of time. For a while this afternoon, it sure looked stormy outside for some of us. The wind picked up, the clouds moved in. Let's find out if any rain is moving through this evening. Hutch?
Andrea, thanks so much. Good evening, everyone. It's sunny. It's hot to the west. It's been a windy, gusty, and dusty day once again. South winds hitting 40 miles per hour here in the FM area and nearly 50 miles per hour recorded out in Minot. Crystal clear skies right now showing up on our Home of Economy camera in the Devil's Lake Basin. We're clear in our western counties, but we do have a line of showers and thunderstorms, some of them strengthening now as they work their way east through Roseau County. They're moving at about 30 miles per hour. We have a few down to the south working their way out of the viewing area, but Roseau towards War Road, straight south to Bagley, some strong thunderstorms. A few of these cells may contain some hail, but I'm not anticipating widespread severe tonight. But again, hail upwards of maybe nickel in diameter. 91 right now, Grand Forks 93, Jamestown. Fargo's temperature is lurching upward toward 90, and we may indeed hit that 90-degree mark as we go through the 7 o'clock hour, gradually cooling a bit. Now, we do have one more hot day before we have some big-time changes to discuss. I'll do that and have that look towards Father's Day weekend here in a minute.
Okay, thanks, Hutch. Moorhead police need your help finding a couple suspects in recent thefts involving catalytic converters. The person in this picture is suspected of 2 thefts on the east side of Moorhead within the last month. Police also say the person in this vehicle is suspected of a theft from a Moorhead business in May. If you have any information, call police. Meanwhile, police are also looking for at least 2 people who got away from officers in a stolen car after a chase early this morning. Around 2 this morning, officers tried stopping a driver who had multiple warrants for their arrest, but they stopped the chase in the Johnson Farms area. Officers later found the abandoned car at 20th Street and 40th Avenue South. A K-9 team wasn't able to track the driver. Police are asking neighbors in that area to check their security cameras in case the suspects were caught on video. Crime in the downtown Fargo area has increased over the last 30 days compared to the previous months. According to the Fargo Police Department, calls for service have increased to 848 from May to June, compared to 762 calls for service between April and May. Aggravated assaults increased from 2 to 5 and citations from 44 to 50. Drinking in public and thefts continue to be the biggest issues. Police say it's important to share this information directly with the community and to hear their concerns.
A lot of times what people feel in their gut is suspicious or wrong, or maybe even it's criminal at times, but maybe it doesn't rise to the burden of what they would feel is important enough to call the police about. Sometimes people think of the police as I'm only calling them if I need 911.
Fargo police have advice for retail stores. Make sure you have quality cameras, preferably surveillance cameras and silent alarms. Make frequent cash deposits when there's too much money on hand. Post signs such as no bills over $50. Keep a cash box so that you can secure your employees' valuables. Make sure to never engage with a confrontational person. Call 911 right away. Hackers are causing major headaches for a local business owner after he says his Facebook accounts were targeted over the weekend, draining over $1,500 from his accounts also and leaving him locked out of both his personal and business profiles, possibly for good.
If that's deleted and that's gone, now I have to try to start all over or, and then build that customer base back up.
Thompson is now warning business owners across the metro to have their guard up. We'll have that story tonight on Valley News Live at 6. Things became heated at a conference about critical race theory in Moorhead last night, and parents were left wondering what it is. According to Education Week, critical race theory is a concept most often used in college classrooms. The core idea of the theory is that racism is a product of broader society rather than an individual's bias or prejudices, and that the historical precedent of racism has caused it to become embedded into legal systems and policies. We reached out to the school districts in the metro. They say even though it's created a stir recently, critical race theory has never been a part of their curriculum, and they don't plan on changing that. More than 3 million Minnesotans have now gotten at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, and more than 2 million people have completed the vaccine series. The state continues to encourage Minnesotans to get vaccinated. People who received their first dose between May 27th and June 30th are eligible for a reward through the Your Shot to Summer campaign, and those who got at least one dose can get a free or a discounted drink at establishments taking part in the Cheers to the Vaccine campaign. You should also be able to get free or discounted transportation to and from your vaccine appointment until July 4th through Uber and Lyft. If you are eligible to give blood, the American Red Cross is asking for your help to keep hospital shelves stocked. Donors are needed now, especially type O and those who give platelets. People are urged to make an appointment as soon as possible. There is currently a severe blood shortage. Some hospitals are being forced to slow the pace of elective surgeries until the blood supply stabilizes. A blood drive is happening tomorrow from 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon at the First International Bank and Trust in Fargo. If you show up to donate, you will get a $5 Amazon gift card as a thank you. Sign-up options are listed on our website, valleynewslive.com. Here's something you don't see every day, a house up on blocks getting ready to be moved. This house move happened on 40th Avenue North in Fargo this morning. Temporary road closures were in place as the building was slowly driven down the street. We're told more houses are being moved this week, so drivers should expect delays. Epic Companies is looking for feedback from the community about building a water park at the new Anderson Park development in South Fargo. The survey is to get feedback on features of the park and how much people are willing to pay. The survey has been posted for about a week now and already has more than 4,100 responses, indicating there is high interest. It would be part of a larger development along 45th Street, just south of I-94, which is land that Epic purchased from the Fargo Park District. Other plans for the area include a 4-acre park, hockey rink, stage, hotel, and parking ramp. Happening right now, the Fargo Police Community Picnic is back on track after it was canceled last year due to COVID. But it's at a new location this year, the Urban Plains Park. The event is an opportunity for law enforcement and emergency responders to get to know people in the community. It is free to attend, and there will be food, games, and entertainment. The event runs until 8 this evening. Peloton is facing more problems. Later on Valley News Live at 5, how hackers can interfere with its operating system.
And we have sizzling hot temperatures off to the west. A line of showers and thunderstorms developing and exiting to the east at about 25 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour. Some hail along the international border just north of Roseau happening now. I'll track these and we'll have your forecast. Join me. Weather is next.